Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zuros Fitness and Health. Today, we're tackling a topic that so many of you have asked about, achieving a dazzling smile. Want a brighter, whiter smile without spending hundreds or even thousands at the dentist? Well, you're in the right place. In today's video, you'll learn the top natural methods to whiten your teeth safely and effectively, right in the comfort of your own home. These aren't just old wives' tales, these are techniques that are easy to do, gentle on your teeth and gums when used correctly, and many are backed by real science. We're going to break down exactly how these methods work step by step so you can feel confident trying them out. I'll cover everything from common household items to ancient practices that are making a huge comeback for good reason. My goal here is to empower you with knowledge so you can make informed decisions about your oral health and aesthetic goals. And make sure to stick around, because the last method, a collection of bonus tips, could completely surprise you with its simplicity and impact on maintaining those pearly whites long term. Before we jump in, if you're passionate about taking control of your health and wellness with practical, evidence-based advice, make sure you hit that subscribe button for Zuros Fitness and Health and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. We're all about building a community focused on becoming the best versions of ourselves, and a confident smile is a big part of that. Let's get started on your journey to a brighter smile. All right, before we dive into the exciting whitening methods, it's really important for us to understand what actually causes our teeth to lose their sparkle and turn yellow or stained in the first place. Tooth discoloration is super common, and it can happen for a variety of reasons, some of which are within our control and others, well, they're just a natural part of life. We're going to explore both extrinsic and intrinsic factors. First up, let's talk about extrinsic stains. These are the stains that occur on the surface of your enamel, which is the hard, protective outer layer of your teeth. The biggest culprits here are often our daily habits. Think about dark-colored foods and beverages, coffee, tea, red wine, cola, and even certain fruits like blueberries or sauces like soy sauce. Smoking and tobacco use are also major contributors to extrinsic staining, leaving behind stubborn yellow or brown deposits that can be really tough to get rid of with just regular brushing. Then we have intrinsic stains. These occur from within the tooth, beneath the enamel, in the dentin layer. As we age, our enamel naturally thins out, a process that can be accelerated by acidic foods or aggressive brushing. Now that we have a clearer picture of why our teeth might not be as white as we'd like, we can move on to the solutions. Our first DIY method is a true classic, and for good reason: baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. You've probably heard of this combination, and it's popular because it's simple, inexpensive, and can be quite effective for surface stains when used correctly. Baking soda or sodium bicarbonate acts as a mild abrasive. Think of it like a very gentle scrub for your teeth. It helps to physically buff away those surface stains that have accumulated from coffee, tea, or other foods, without being overly harsh if you use it properly. Hydrogen peroxide, on the other hand, is a natural bleaching agent. The kind you'll want to use is a low concentration, typically 3%, which is commonly available in drugstores for first aid. It works by releasing oxygen molecules that break down the chemical bonds of chromogens, those pesky stain-causing compounds we talked about earlier. So, how do you use this dynamic duo? It's super simple. You'll want to mix about 1 teaspoon of baking soda with just enough 3% hydrogen peroxide to create a smooth paste, similar in consistency to regular toothpaste. Once you have your paste, apply it to your toothbrush and brush gently for about 2 minutes. It's crucial not to scrub too hard, as the baking soda is already providing the abrasive action. Limit this treatment to once a week, absolutely no more. Overusing this paste, either by brushing too hard, too often, or for too long, can lead to enamel erosion. If you experience any sensitivity, discontinue use and consult your dentist. Next up, we're exploring a practice that has roots in ancient Ayurvedic medicine but has seen a huge resurgence in popularity in recent years: coconut oil pulling. The concept is quite simple. You swish oil around in your mouth for a set period, and it's believed to pull toxins and bacteria from the mouth, leading to a cleaner, healthier oral environment. Coconut oil is a popular choice because it contains lauric acid, which has known antimicrobial properties. Here's how you do it. First thing in the morning, before brushing your teeth or drinking anything, take about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Pop it in your mouth, It might be solid at first, but it will quickly melt. Then you gently swish the oil around your mouth, pulling it between your teeth for about 10 to 15 minutes. After your 10 to 15 minutes are up, spit the oil into a trash can, not your sink, as the oil can solidify again and potentially clog your drains over time. Then rinse your mouth thoroughly with warm water and follow up with your regular brushing and flossing routine. Alright, for those of you who like your remedies to be a little bit tastier, this next method might be right up your alley. We're talking about using strawberries, yes, the delicious fruit, often combined with a little bit of baking soda to help brighten your smile. The key player in strawberries, when it comes to teeth whitening, is an enzyme called malic acid. When you combine strawberries with a tiny pinch of baking soda, you're essentially creating a natural polishing paste. So, how do you prepare this fruity whitener? It's incredibly easy. Take one ripe strawberry, make sure it's nice and juicy, and mash it up thoroughly into a pulp. Then add just a small pinch of baking soda, about half a teaspoon or even less, and mix it well to form a paste. Apply this mixture to your teeth using your toothbrush or even your finger, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Our next method involves a substance that might seem counterintuitive for whitening because of its color, but it has gained immense popularity: activated charcoal. Activated charcoal's porous surface has a negative electrical charge, which causes it to attract positively charged molecules like toxins and certain compounds that stain teeth, such as tannins found in coffee, tea, and wine. Using activated charcoal is pretty straightforward, though it can be a bit messy, so be prepared. You'll want to wet your toothbrush, perhaps have a dedicated one for charcoal, as it can stain bristles. Then carefully dip the wet bristles into a small amount of activated charcoal powder. Brush your teeth gently in small circles for about 2 minutes, paying attention to all surfaces. After 2 minutes, spit carefully and rinse your mouth very, very thoroughly with water until all traces of the black powder are gone. It's generally recommended to use activated charcoal for whitening only about 2 to 3 times a week. If you have sensitive teeth, existing enamel erosion, or gum recession, it's probably best to steer clear of this method or consult your dentist first. Now that we've covered several specific at-home whitening methods, I want to share some bonus tips. These are everyday habits that can make a huge difference, not only in maintaining the results from any whitening efforts you undertake, but also in preventing new stains from forming in the first place. First up, a super simple but effective habit. Rinse your mouth with plain water immediately after consuming staining foods or drinks like coffee, tea, red wine, or dark sodas. Another great tip, especially if you're a frequent sipper of potentially staining beverages, is to use a straw. When you drink through a straw, you can bypass your front teeth, minimizing their direct contact with the liquid. Of course, I absolutely have to emphasize the non-negotiables: diligent, regular brushing and flossing. You should be brushing your teeth at least twice a day for 2 minutes each time, using a fluoride toothpaste, and flossing at least once a day to remove plaque and food particles from between your teeth and under the gum line where your brush can't reach. This not only prevents cavities and gum disease, but also removes the daily buildup of plaque that can make teeth look dull and yellow. Ultimately, a healthy mouth is the best foundation for a white smile. These bonus habits, combined with a balanced diet that's not overly reliant on sugary or acidic foods, contribute significantly to both the health and appearance of your teeth. So there you have it, several natural, safe, and effective methods to help whiten your teeth at home, plus some crucial habits to maintain that brightness. We've covered everything from baking soda and peroxide to oil pulling and even strawberries. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to natural whitening. These methods aren't designed for instant, dramatic results like professional bleaching, but they are generally safer for long-term use, significantly cheaper, and often more sustainable as part of your regular oral care routine. Pick a method that resonates with you, or perhaps a combination. Stick to it patiently, and watch the transformation happen over weeks and months. Listen to your body. If you experience any sensitivity, take a break or try a gentler approach. The goal is not just whiter teeth, but healthier teeth and gums too. If you found this video helpful and you're excited to try some of these tips, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more people. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Zuros Fitness and Health and click the notification bell for more natural wellness tips, fitness advice, and health hacks that actually work.